Hello, welcome to OMAT. We're going to start with the 8 exercises that helped me find myself, helped me be myself, and I found it really uncomfortable to be myself. I really like saying things like, wow, look at the sky. It looks so beautiful. What a sunset. And that would be very cringy in my mind. It would make me feel like I sound naive or ditzy or just soft, and that was pretty icky. But it was uncomfortable to not be able to express myself, and I actually made a decision to practice saying the things that were going on internally, and I would try really small things. I would express myself like, wow, thanks for sitting here with me. It's so nice that I have a friend like you. And again, that could feel very cringy, but both were uncomfortable, not saying it and saying it. And I'd rather say it, so I'm practicing. I'm practicing saying the things that used to feel uncomfortable. But the more I practice, practice makes normal. And that feels better. So as we practice being ourselves, we're also getting to decide no and yes a little more clearer. For example, I wouldn't know myself enough to even know if I want to go to the party or even know if I want to go to the campsite, the hike, the car ride, whatever it is. As I practice being myself and saying those uncomfortable things out loud, finding out if that is really how I feel by sitting in that feeling instead of pushing it down, the more I do that, the more I can express myself a little easier, a little clearer, and life is a little bit better. So let's practice these exercises. Let's get present. Whatever you were doing before and after is not. Here's a chance to put that stuff on pause and practice being in the moment. And we're going to take that energy into our first exercise of gratitude. How does gratitude help me know myself? How does this exercise help me know myself? Well, I know myself as a person who can easily find what's wrong with things, with people, with me, with the situation. That's pretty easy. We get that as like a layup. We could slam dunk. Me practicing looking for gratitude means that I'm also seeing what's there. I am not getting numb to that. I'm allowing this other expression to happen. Let's practice just to even see what it feels like in our body. Let's look for one piece of gratitude or more right now. As we pause this, let's take some water. We can transition into our next exercise of, again, pausing. Meditation starts with a pause. It starts with saying, oh, here's what I've been thinking about. I haven't really thought about what I've been thinking about, which means that relentless thoughts have been coming through in my mind, staying there, living there. I'm going to put a pause on those. I'm going to give myself permission to think about something else, maybe following my breath, maybe relaxing on every exhale. Let's sit in any comfortable position. Eyes open or closed. Breathe. As we come back, let's find our water. Maybe we found that that was uncomfortable. Maybe I do. It's not even a maybe. Sometimes I think I have to think of this thought. That's how it's going to get better. But giving myself a break from it sometimes actually makes it clear up. I find an answer, or I can let it go. Let's move on into our writing. What are we going to write? Anything. What if we're nervous about writing? That's what we write then. I feel nervous about writing. Wow, I even know how I feel. If you don't know how you feel, you don't have to write any feelings. You could write a fake story, but write. Let's practice writing right now. Let's wrap for now. Find your water. I write every morning. Sometimes I write about angry things, silly things, ridiculous things, things that mean something to me, things that don't mean anything to me. All it means is I'm every woman and I can move on. Let's go into our yoga stretch, a nice sun salutation, or take any of the poses, add poses if you'd like. We're going to stand if we can stand, and let's start by inhaling our arms up. Nice deep inhale as you reach up, looking up. When you're ready, fold forward. And you're going to round your back as much as you need. In fact, you can have your belly sit on your knees that are bent. Sit on your thighs, knees bent. And when you're ready, halfway lift, flat back, look up. Let's get into a high plank. Plant your palms down, step your feet back, and lower your body all the way until the whole front of your body is on the ground. Once you're there, push your palms and your chest comes up, your head comes up, look up. Let's meet in a down dog. Hips up into a down dog. Heels trying to get on the mat if they can. If not, maybe bend one knee, then the other. Feel the stretch and start walking forward. Once you get to where your hands are, start rolling up, meeting your palms above your head, exhaling them down to the center of the body, of the chest. And maybe you're holding it there. Maybe you're still in the down dog. That's fine. We're going to have some water, meet you back. And our body is warmer. It's gotten a little bit of that taste of moving around a little bit, how we work with our mind and body to get our body going. We're going to use that energy to get into the plank. What if you don't want to get into the plank? Well, let's see. Here's an experiment of how to do something that you want, that is useful to you when your mind and body are not in sync. Let's sync up those thoughts. I want to do this, or I'm willing to do this. I'm going to do this. Let's get in that position and go in 3, 2, 1. Up in plank right now. Now, if you haven't stayed up in that plank, no, you might be sitting there and thinking about it the whole time. Use that energy to get into the plank now. We're 10 seconds in, and it is not too late. Now, if you are in plank right away, you feel this challenging position, but you also feel that strength. We're 20 seconds in. The strength of mind that got you into that pose. The strength of your body and mind working together to hold that pose. You're in for 30 seconds. And if you needed to come down, that's fine. Take a deep breath, come back up, and join for the final 20 seconds here. We know that every moment here counts, so allow it to count. Celebrate each moment by going, I can't even believe I'm up here. Talk to yourself however you need to get through this 10 seconds. Maybe you're feeling, oh, I'm getting through it. Maybe you're saying, I am doing it for 3, 2, 1. That's done. Come down off your plank. And if you needed the certain thought process, you gave it to yourself. If you're still finding the thought process of how to get into the plank, how to stay into the plank, you practiced. Stretch your way back, find your water. It's all a practice. We're practicing talking to ourselves. We're practicing moving. And we are now going to practice breaking procrastination for 1 minute. There are small little tasks that you can do. And if repeated, they compound. But they seem so small and insignificant in the moment. And that's what we're going to do something. That's what we're going to do right now, is something so small that it seems insignificant, but it's part of our experiment. So let's take on a task and do it now. Let's wrap for now. Find our water. And find that maybe you got something done and you're very excited about it, or maybe you couldn't and you know the feeling of trying to do something small and it overwhelms you. That's good information to find out in 1 minute. Let's keep going. Let's keep going into connection. You might want to tell someone you're having a hard time with something, or let it go and just say hi to someone. Maybe connect with someone and let them know, hey, that thing that you said earlier made me think of this other thing. Let's look for any kind of connection by practicing right now. Let's wrap the thought for now. Find the water. And find if that felt vulnerable. See if getting physical can change it a little bit, can make it feel a little more comfortable. Let's move our body in any way that it allows us. What does that look like for you today? Let's start. 3, 2, 1. Move your body. That's what we're doing right now. Again, you can sit and think about it, or you can move whatever you could move. That's 10 seconds. And anything that we get to move, sometimes my knee acts up and I remember how nice it is to have that knee when it's not acting up. For 20 seconds, let's work on those muscles that we do get to move, that we do get to use all day. Exercise them so they're a little bit easier to use the rest of the day. For 30 seconds, that's how you might be grateful to your body. Wow, I get to move this part. Wow, I get to use this part all day. For 20 seconds, find other ways to talk about yourself. Move your body. You want to be your own drill sergeant? Hey, if that works out, that's fine. If you want to gently for 10 seconds say, hey, this is as strong as my body and mind can do for today, for now, for 3, 2, 1, that's done. That was our experiment today. We're trying things out just like we do in life all day. So great job. Thank you for taking OMAT today.